Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Pass TV. I'm Blaine Barton, your host, Senior IT Pro Evangelist with Microsoft DPE. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at #PassTV. So welcome. We got a couple of guys here going to do an interview with me, starting out day 2. We've got Grant Fritchie and Rob Farley. Good morning, gentlemen. How you doing?
Morning, Blaine. How are you?
Well, fantastic. So welcome to Pass TV. So let's start with Grant. Product evangelist, Redgate Software. So welcome this morning. And also we've got Rob Farley, Pass Director and owner of Lobster Pot Solutions. So first I want to start with Grant. I know, Rob, you've been on the show yesterday, so we're going to start with Grant first. So first, just tell me a little bit about yourself, Grant.
Oh, well, my name's Grant Fritchie. I work for Redgate Software. I am the scary DBA.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Been working in the industry for 25 years. I'm old. And, it's mostly self-taught, really digging it, just go in and go to msdn.com, start reading, and you figure things out and play. It's a lot of fun. I've been working as a DBA, developer, you name it. Lately I've been doing lots of Azure stuff, but I've also got books on query tuning and execution plans, and, lots of fun stuff like that.
Excellent. What's your favorite thing you've seen so far in day 1? Pass.
So far on day 1, I gotta say, I really, this is a weird thing to say, but I really did enjoy the keynote. I like seeing not stuff that's coming out next year or possibly 18 months from now. I like seeing the stuff that's coming out in the next 2 or 3 months. It was really neat the way they laid it out. I really like some of the backup stuff that's coming out with SQL Server 2014. It's exciting. I mean, there's just no getting around it. It's gonna be some fun stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. Rob, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
So once again, for our viewers all around the world listening and viewing today, tell us a little about yourself again.
My name's Rob Farley, as you've told everyone.
Yeah.
I live in Adelaide, Australia, where although I'm originally from the UK, so my accent isn't completely Australian and it's not completely English. I've got this hybrid thing. But I have my own company, Lobster Pot Solutions. I'm a SQL MVP and Microsoft Certified Master, that certification that is almost becoming a closed shop soon, so limited edition.
Right.
But and I'm a director of Pass these days. So as well as having a company that I've got to run and make the money and so on, I get to be able to work on the passport and help put events like this together. And it's a real treat. One of the highlights of my year is coming to the US and seeing all these people that are really becoming part of the SQL family.
That's right.
Been,
we kind of look at it as a family reunion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody from around the world, we network, we communicate with each other on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Either through our emails or our instant messaging or our blogs. But it's really getting everybody together in the same place once a year at least to have a few drinks, and to network and to get caught up. So it's awesome.
And I don't see it in other communities. I go to TechEd Australia often and so on, and it's just not quite the same. Pass really has something unique,
Right.
And I love that.
Right. So it's Kilt Day.
It is.
Ooh, right? Kilt Day.
Kilt
Yeah. Why don't I have my kilt on?
You don't have
today?
your kilt on, Blaine.
But they have the kilts on today. So and we got once again, Grant is the founder of Kilt Day, and so I'm going to let you start with what's Kilt Day, why is it important, and how I can get one.
How you can get one? Okay, that's a tougher question. But let's talk about Kilt Day. Kilt Day started out frankly, the very first Kilt Day was a dare.
Okay.
I actually wear kilts in the summertime back home because they're comfortable, right? I've got non-standard kilts. They're not normal tartan and all that stuff. They're made out of cotton and very lightweight. It's comfortable. And so I was on Twitter and somebody was saying something about the Pass Summit, and I said something about, well, I'll just wear my kilt. And they said, I dare you. And I said, that's it. Day 2 is Kilt Day.
Right.
So that's how the first year went down. But after that, we realized that Kilt Day, okay, great, it's fun, it's a giggle, but it's got to mean something. And we realized that, I unwittingly announced it for the same time as the Women in Technology.
Okay.
And so we realized that, hey, what the heck, let's tie it together. It's guys, we wear the kilts, and it's supporting women in technology. For a day we're wearing skirts, and thinking, it's silly, but it's fun. But
it's meaningful.
But yeah,
and,
it's meaningful.
That's neat to tie those together. We definitely, women in technology definitely need a lot more women in technology, and we have some sessions today specifically for WIT or women in technology. And so, you got a couple kilts on. You want to talk a little bit about the kilts or kilt design? I mean, you're the kilt master. So why don't you talk just
Well,
a little bit about that?
I do wear a
and then maybe we
non-standard.
get a shot of their kilts. I don't know.
I wear a non-standard kilt. It's called Utilikilt. It's
Okay.
a company in Seattle. So next time when we pass Summit, goes back to Seattle again. Everybody can troop down to there and buy a lot of kilts. But you can get them almost anywhere, especially online. There's a bunch of places, AmeriKilt, some others, and those are all for non-standard kilts. But then you can find the standard kilts, which are very much about the tradition and a particular tartan
Okay.
that you wear with sporin.
Yeah, sporin.
Sporin. Okay. Instead of pockets and all that fun stuff.
They can
I mean,
get, they can
my
get up in
kilt
price
actually
too,
has
right?
pockets.
So they can get
Oh,
up in price there. I mean,
oh,
you can get
yeah.
a high-end kilt.
Entry level is probably at least $100, so
American,
it's not
yes.
cheap.
So,
Oh yeah,
so
American.
and then all
yeah.
the way up, to
Yeah.
thousands probably.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know about thousands, but certainly 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So once again, Grant and Rob are joining us today, and Grant's from Redgate Software, and you're the owner of Lobster Pot Solutions. So
I am.
You're both doing sessions.
Absolutely.
So why don't we start with Rob? Tell us a little bit about your sessions, or which sessions you've done. If you've already done the sessions and they're recorded somewhere working, they tune in from around the world to get your sessions.
I haven't delivered my sessions
Okay.
yet. I know that Grant did one yesterday, but
Yeah.
I have one this afternoon. I'm actually part of the WIT panel at the WIT lunch. There are, I think, like 3 girls and me and a Kevin Klein is representing the sponsor.
Okay.
So I get to give the female perspective on things, and we'll see how that goes.
Very
so
good.
and then after that, in the afternoon, about 3 o'clock, I'm giving a session about joins, going deeper into it, looking at all kinds of joins that people don't expect, but they can really leverage in their querying, and understanding how the query optimizer looks at what you mean by the join that you're looking for. So my title for that one is "These aren't the joins you're looking for," with a
Right.
look back to Star Wars.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
and then tomorrow morning at
Okay.
8 o'clock in the morning on Friday, I'll be having matchsticks holding my eyes up as I present about table expressions.
Well, yeah, and nothing like starting out 8 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
Eastern time for table expressions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
yeah,
I
definitely.
imagine that the room it's
Get
in
your
ballroom B, so it's one of the biggest rooms that we
Awesome.
have.
Good.
And I'm expecting it's going to be at least 10% full. So we'll
All
see
right.
how we get at that time of day.
Yes. All right, excellent. So sounds like some great sessions.
But-
How about yourself?
Well, Grant's got one at the same time as me.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
check it
no,
out.
I've got 2 at the same time
Oh,
as you.
you- okay.
Of course.
I'm at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and
Yeah.
I'm at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
And I know you're kind of doing that, being a DBA in the future?
Being
I
the
think
DBA of the future,
That's
boy.
one I'd like to attend.
That's right.
It's like,
I'm-
what's that look like?
But
Right?
I got to say, I'm excited about it. It's Azure, right? The DBA of the future is going to be working with Azure, or they're at least going to be working with cloud level technology, and it changes the game. You have to understand, there's differences. There's exciting opportunities too. I mean, limitless, cool, amazing opportunities. The technology allows for just radically different mechanisms for data storage, data retrieval than we've ever had before.
Right.
And people need to embrace it, right? Take it, run with it. And so, yeah, I talk about, how to become the DBA of the future, mixing your on-premises and cloud stuff together.
Yeah, I mentioned this a little bit yesterday, talking about SQL Server PaaS, a platform as a service, where you can spin up a database in about 5 minutes in Azure without that underlying architecture of hardware, being able to keep things running, or infrastructure as a service in the gallery in Azure, where I can build a Windows Server 2012 R2 and put SQL Server on top of that,
Yep.
and have that full-blown SQL Server, and then marry that hybrid scenario with what I have on-premise and also what's in the cloud.
Right.
So that's exciting.
I mean, yesterday Microsoft released SQL Server 2014 CTP2. I had it spun
Right.
up during the keynote.
Yeah,
I was
that's
connected
very cool.
online through Azure. So I mean, it's taking advantage of the tools. You could really go to town.
Yeah.
And that's at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
It's the one on the Friday morning of yours that
Yeah,
really
I know.
excites me.
I know, that one's going to be fun. Hang on, let me talk about the other one first, then we'll go to that one.
Yeah, sure.
Yesterday,
Oh
Yes.
yeah, yes.
I
sir.
was on Pass TV,
Okay.
and I did query tuning for Azure SQL databases. And I showed people how to read execution plans in the correct direction. I just want to say.
I love how you did that, because for the viewers at home, you just went the correct direction. It's left to right.
I went right to
Viewers
left.
at home, that's left to right. Left to right. Execution.
That is true.
Execution plans suck. You've got to remember that.
So yeah, I
2 minutes.
told you I was going to set him up. But anyway, we did the query tuning yesterday. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., I am going to talk about how to work from home. It's going to be a panel discussion. There's a bunch of us. Tom LaRock, Karen.
And the rest of them are going to be tuning in from home in their pajamas because that's what people do at Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning if they work from home, surely?
I will say this. Watch the Twitter stream, hashtag Sequel Pass and hashtag Summit 13, because I am going to dress appropriately for working from home. And
Excellent.
That's all I'll say.
But people could come to my station at the same time.
And avoid me.
Well, the kilts look great, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Congratulations on starting Kilt Day and being the founder. And with that, we got Grant and Rob, and we're going to go right to a live keynote with David DeWitt coming up right now. We're going to move over to keynote. Thanks.